Do you ever think maybe you have too much Lego around? Nah, neither do I. Hello, Vince from Victory Bricks here, coming at you with a Lego review. This is for the 60324 mobile crane, clocking in at 340 pieces, containing 2 minifigures, released January 1st of 2022, and commanding a suggested retail price of $39.99. Now, this is not a sponsored review. I bought this set with my own money, and I am reviewing it on my own time. No sponsorship is here. This is simply for your informational use and your entertainment. So, bottom line up front, or bluff, is a fantastic set. Aesthetically, it looks great. It looks right. Functionally, it works great. It has some very clever build techniques that made it an enjoyable build experience, and I recommend it. But let's dig into it a little bit deeper here. So, the build was, again, very, very entertaining. I loved the outrigger designs. They modularized them, so there's 2 modules in there, and the mechanism is dead simple, but dead effective, and it really just surprised me. The only thing I don't care for is they don't lock out, but they will lock in, which makes it nice. And then you could, of course, fold them up, fold them down, but it does actually hold the crane stabilized. It works really nicely. I mean, you can see right here, this is extended out as far as the crane will go. Like, there's some good force you can put on this, and it's fine. And that comes into the boxy overlapping core build of this is a very sturdy plastic brick built core, and it really inspires confidence in the build. I do like the use of studs, especially on the back, the red transparent 1x1 plate taillights that are just studs. It really allows the aesthetic of the boxy industrial. This is a piece of heavy equipment to shine through, versus where you go a lot more smooth, where they try to go studless, and it makes it look very sleek and, you know, consumer sports car kind of look. This is meant to look industrial, and it accomplishes that in spades. Up front, I really liked the 4x2x2 transparent light blue windscreens. The vintage guy in me, it warms my heart to see Lego still using this canopy or windscreen that has been in use for probably 30-something years at this point. And to see it in a brand new 2022 set in all its glory and all its just familiar "this is Lego" piece, it is amazing. Going underneath the windscreens, I think it is a little boxy. The front is it's just a big square of bricks. You can see where they had you apply stickers. It busies it up and kind of disguises that, but if you break it down, it is dead simple on the front. I do like the use of black ingots to greeble out the front. And you also have some accessory storage for the classic radio and wrench piece in the back, which is nice to have onboard storage. One thing with the tires, this is the first time I've experienced it. The tires felt a little tacky. I wouldn't go so far as to say sticky, but they had a residue and a tackiness to them that I did not like. And this is new to me. I don't know if this is a new thing. Maybe Lego's changed up their compound, something like that. Maybe they'll wear off with use and, of course, real world dirt and grime. But I didn't like it. And as somebody who has handled a lot of Lego tires over my lifetime, it wasn't to the point of degradation, but I didn't like the feeling. It didn't make me feel confident. I did really enjoy how they used blue rims to tie it in with the vehicle. Real world, I think it would probably be gray. That would be more boring, but it's just that subtle little detail that actually ties the build together very, very nicely with the color scheme. And talking about the color scheme, again, blue and yellow, how can you go wrong with that? It looks fantastic, and I would even suggest Lego, start a construction company, all right? You got Octan, which is your fictitious oil and petroleum and energy company that has been going for 20, 30 years, and you periodically re-release those, and you have these tie-ins and sponsorships, and we all look at it with such love and admiration. There's room in the Lego City universe. Start a heavy-duty construction company who has signature colors and have them branded and just have callbacks. And then you can start this, and, you know, over the next 20, 30 years, we can grow to love that. I think that would be a fantastic plan. Moving on to the boom area, I think the boom is a little bit exposed. The control cockpit here is exposed a little bit more than I would like, but it is functional. I do like how they used a silver string for this set, and it's a braided silver string. It almost comes across like a tensile steel cable, and it's a really cool effect because it looks proper on this crane, and this is coming from a guy who's used to 35 years of black strings and just, you know, tying the knots. The only thing I had is this is a nylon string. It's extremely hard to tie a knot on. I'm not a knot guy. I've tied basically the same double knot I've been tying since I was a child. I think that's pretty realistic, and it was very difficult to get these right. The knots kept trying to slip apart because there's no gripping texture to the line. It just slides. So I don't think that was the best. It was a form of slight frustration. Also, on the top of this, I think the winding winch area should have been covered. Not completely, but just, you know, over the top of it, kind of to cover it up. It's a little exposed, a little unfinished. I think that could be a little bit better. And being a small set, this doesn't have a whole lot of pieces. You can see them here in the overlay. As far as stickers go, we've got 8 stickers. Not too bad. You could honestly do without most of them, I think, with the exception of the front and the license plate on the rear. Single instruction manual. I do like Lego's new idea of the minifigure tracks across the bottom of the manual, and makes it you can kind of see where you're at in the build. So not too shabby there. As far as minifigs go, you do have 2 included minifigures. I do like how they took the light blue as well as the sand blue legs, so they give you 2 separate versions of legs instead of just kind of reprinting it out. The female's hard hat is dual moded with a hairpiece on it, and I think that is actually fantastic. It looks really good, fits really nicely. No dual-sided faces. They're your box standard construction workers. Really can't say much more about them. Overall, like I said, it's a fantastic vehicle. Now we come to the price. $39.99. Is that a fair price? I think it is. $340. You do get some of the bigger pieces, a little bit bigger plastic, so it does work. I think we're kind of spoiled with Lego vehicles because normally we get the ubiquitous $30 Lego City vehicle set, and it's usually a good sized vehicle with a trailer hauling a helicopter or a powerboat, something of that nature. And those inherently have a lot of play features, even though they're only about $30. So they feel very, a lot of bang for your buck, versus this, which is a single large vehicle with a lot of play function. However, it has to be $40, so it kind of feels like a bad value, but I have to say, as somebody who loves discounts on sets and searches actively for Lego as cheap as I can get it, I'm not too upset with paying full retail for this. I think it's a fantastic set. I hope you enjoyed this. Victory Bricks, out. we all look at Octan with such love. Why can't another company start up within the LEGO universe? There's room.